Okay, there's gotta be... Eh. Test assessed. Test assessed. Okay, so that's working. What else is working before something breaks? What will we find that will actually fucking work? I'm still wary. Like, when have I led you astray, Wilku? When? Because I can't think of a time where I would have possibly given you any reason not to trust me. Multiple times. I think you're lying. I think you're lying. And I think you're wrong. The alpha deep ape. What about him? What about him? Like, you're making things up. Gaslighting isn't real. Oh, I forgot. I have to add this one to the lore important streams. Hi, Wef. I just listened to a guy do a fucking parody of Tayo Cruz's Dynamite, and Wojtek, you opened my fucking door again. Hi. Yeah, I get it. You're a cat and you're here. Hi, Meg. Got a dry brush. Ooh. What do you mean? The gang paints a fence. Shenanigans ensue. Yeah. So, I did realize Wef brought up a very good point. If you want to ensure full privacy, then, like, just download a document. Download this fucking PDF file. That does not sound good coming out of the mouth, but download this file from some guy on the internet you've never fully met. And just take his word that it's not a virus. Yeah, I'm sure you're fucking... Yeah, you're happy, Wojtek. I get it. Yeah, you're so fucking happy. Parody's nuts. I am going to cry. And it's gonna be your fault. Okay. So, do you want me to set the scene first or read through the boring ass code? All good, Wef. Put life first. At the end of the day, the 3rd Battalion is painting a fucking fence. Set the senior code. Wef answered first, so I'm gonna go for him. But yeah, so, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise, welcome to the 3rd Battalion again. For those of you who aren't familiar, we are going to paint a fence. Hi, Swag. Are you ready to paint a fence? So, got a memo from Ledger. Alright, fence painting job is what we're going with. Rich people love throwing away money, it seems. Here's our specs. It's a 10-foot tall fence. A 10-foot tall fence about a... I can't talk. This is bad. For a mansion about an hour's ride southwest of town. Mansion's 80 by 80. Client wants a fenced-in backyard half the size. Can't wait to paint a fence. Goddamn right! Only complications that the client's mentioned he's received anonymous threats that someone intends to deface his fence. We'll have to run security. The client has requested our negotiator Fulthus specifically, following his actions during our city defense. For those of you who weren't there, Charlie Fulthus is a behemoth made of 6 men who is 12 feet tall, and we geared him up with a fucking decommissioned ballista, to which he walked out onto the field, took a cannonball to the knee, kept fucking walking, took another one to the fucking knee, kept walking, got face to face with the enemy commander, and blew a hole in his chest with said ballista. And then he walked back and had some mangoes. Dozen nerds standing around a fence under the blistering midday sun with buckets of paint. You're soldiers, not handymen. Surely you shouldn't have to do this, right? Too bad. We love Charlie Fulthus. So yeah, want to make it clear for security, we're here for show, not for force. Any opposition expected is just neighborhood kids getting up to mischief. If anyone draws a weapon while not in immediate life-threatening danger, I want their fucking name. If they swing it, I want their fucking neck. I can't stress how important it is that your guys understand this is just a rich guy's fence. We'll do it, and we'll do it right. But it's not worth hurting people or reputations over. Anyone got any considerations for this job? Hi, Jordan. So, we had mixed feelings. Red North thought it was a joke, but whatever, he's down. Blackthorn thought it'd be easy, but he's down. Falstein was fucking paranoid. Red North started to get paranoid as well. Falstein was like, hey, they're asking for a fucking negotiator. That's, like he said, it'd be like trying to ward off thieves by pointing a cannon at them. So, we need a survey of the area beforehand. We got one. He wants a white... he wants white paint with a matte finish. Then we had an incident with a banjo. But then, yeah. Oh, and also the steel masks who killed a shit ton of people might be coming back later. Who cares? How rich of them? I know, right? Oh, I need to disable redeems before I forget. Oh, I have them off. Cool. Just be forewarned, super chats are off. I mean, like, it'll take your money, but it won't play the... It won't show me. If we need to distract any kids, I could probably distract them by showing off my scimitar. Kids think swords are cool, I think. Oh, boy. I'm going to give you guys options for the situations. However, I am going to target you specifically. Specific people. Not like you specifically only, Meg. Like, in these situations, I'll be like, hey, are you here right now? Yes? Okay. This is what you see. How do you react? Don't go showing swords to neighborhood kids. Yeah, it's a good way to ruin your YouTube career. I just got a fucking message from that one guy who owes me art from 3 years ago. Not gonna fucking read it. So, we got a clip of it. We got a link to the doc and then actual copies because there were concerns about possible privacy issues, which was valid. I didn't think of that, but it is valid. Yeah. So, before we arrive on site, we need to get ourselves familiar with the code. I have put out a spec for members and in the Discord. And like real life, if you have not paid or you are not with an organization, my Discord, that has the code, you don't have access to the code. That's how actual life works. So, I'm happy to extort my audience to emulate that, because I'm a bad person. Okay. Practicing capitalism even in an RP. Man, this entire thing is literally a parody of modern industry through a hyperbolic, fantasy universe. So, starting off, fully break character. Any reference to real codes or specifications is entirely coincidental. This is a fictional document that is part of the Regretfully Mine 3rd Battalion universe. Name is work in progress, but I have not used wording from other specs. This section 17A.6 is complete bullshit. I made up a number and thing. So, do not fucking sue me, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not illicitly distributing specifications. Alright, so. Back in character. The coding of external non-habitable structures outside of city limits. Any and all external structures should be coded in a variation of... I fucked that up and completely did not read the first one. So, let's try it again. All structures shall be painted fully and completely, excepting the case of structures entirely coated in beeswax. Any and all external structures should be coated in a variation of blue. All paint shall be water, shell, or berry-based. All paint must have at least 2 layers. A primer and a top coat must be present in the final product. If insects are present in area, measures must be taken to prevent them from touching the paint. Pesticides or flame should be used to discourage insects. No brush hairs should be left on the final product. Paint shall not be consumed as a beverage. When needed, horse-based glue may be added to paint to assist in application. Paint shall be at a minimum thickness of 1 mil. That is 1/1000th of an inch, not 1 millimeter. So, significantly less. A has a use here. Yeah? Graffiti shall not be allowed on paint. Artwork shall be allowed on paint. Paint should not be applied using rollers. Paint may be applied with fingers. Paint should not be applied by splashing it directly with a bucket. Paint shall not contain egg yolks. Paint should not be spilled on the ground. Excess product and waste product shall be disposed of in a river. No fire shall be used during the application of paint. No food shall be stored near paint. Dry paint may be licked to wet it. Paint drips over 1 inch shall be removed and repainted. No paint applicator shall be married. Paint applicators should be above the age of 16. Paint applicators should have a certificate from a reputable organization. Paint shall be allowed 2 hours to cure. Paint shall not touch water during curing time. That is the extent of our specification. Your client is a very particular person who will dock your pay. There are stakes here. If you do a shit job, the client is gonna fuck over the 3rd Battalion. And by extension, that fucks over you. You'd prefer not to have that on your resume, which you will need to use if you fuck this up bad enough. So, remember your rules. If you have access to the spec, use it. If you don't, sucks to suck. You can either try to do things based on your vague memory, or you can leave it to the professionals. It's up to you. At the end of your coding, every violation is deducted from end-of-month pay and may result in further penalties, says the pamphlet. Correct. You're very good at reading. That sounded condescending. I didn't mean it as that. But yes. This is not an hourly job. This is lump sum, so making it last longer will not benefit us. Streamlabs ignored what I said. Oh. Try it again. One thing I'm particularly good at. We need someone with your set of skills. So yeah. Follow the spec to the letter. Remember your shalls and shoulds. And your must nots, and shall nots, and should nots, and all the others. And, yeah. Good luck. Ledger is away for a meeting. So you are all you've got. You arrive on scene. The client steps out to greet you. How many cool S's can I make? Depends on the code. So, the client comes out and he's an older guy wearing some extravagant clothing. A big purple puffy outfit. He's got a hat with a feather in his cap, pointy shoes, and a lot of things that jingle. He saunters over to your group as he sees you walking over. Hello, hello. Yes. Okay. Greetings, gentlemen and gentle others. Howdy doody. Fancy fellow, aren't we? Yes. Well, I could buy you. So, there's that. But I won't. Instead, I will rent of your services today. Lass, look behind me. My beautiful home. It's lakefront property. It's prime real estate. And yet, it is hideous. My friends, my compatriots, my contractor, I guess. I beg of you, within a couple days' time, paint this fence white. Can you do this? You look at the fence. It is 40 feet by 40 feet. I know that's not a perfect square. Shut the fuck up, I'm not an artist. With a bit of a corner gone, because it's lakefront property and they didn't want to build a fence in the water. You got it, sir. Thank you. Thank you. And, one more thing. I trust you've heard about, terroristic threats from ne'er-do-wells? Yes. It's terrible. I shall vanquish our enemy one water balloon at a time. Is he with you all? I hope not. Anyways, yes. Please do, if you notice any unsavory characters, kill them. Dispose of them. I don't care. Get them off of my lawn. I will be very, very disappointed if I see cavorting of any sort with anyone who would dare do my property harm. Do I make myself clear? One throwing knife at a time. You're saying he's not with you? No, sir. Okay, good. Good. If I don't like this one. Crystal clear, sir. I will be observing from my balcony, but don't let that make you all paranoid. However, I must say that I'm a man of order, and I would hope that you would share that value. So please, paint the fence, and paint it well. That one just appeared one day, and we have not figured out how to get rid of him. Man, the clients never like me. Maybe it's because they're paying good money. And they get a fucking birthday clown. To be fair, how much do birthday clowns make? This is out of character, me asking. Is that a good career choice? I could go into that instead of inspecting. Regardless, the owner goes inside and gets up on his balcony. Immediately, he pulls out a telescope $300? $300 a birthday party? Is that USD? That... Wait. Why do birthday clowns make more than me? I'm surely some nobility as a kid that likes clowns. Maybe. Maybe. $300 a day. 300 USD a day. That... Oh, a day. An hour. Okay. An hour? What? 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 All right. So 100 to 300. Jesus Christ. We're in the wrong business. Okay, so. Red North. You take a look upon this 10-foot tall fence going around the backyard of this mansion. You turn around and you give a command. What is that command? This is so cool. We're painting a fucking fence. One sec. I'm gonna get a cooler song on. Oh, I forgot Clown College was a thing. What color? White! The client asked for white. Did you not read the missive? What the fuck, Faustine? I can't believe you. Faustine, head to the weird slant side of the fence and make your way down. A, you start at the top of the fence. I'll work on the left. Okay, and what does Charlie Fulthus do? The fucking negotiator. Hello, Mom. Oh my god. Thank you. That's okay. I'll go for it. Thank you. Leave it cracked because of the cat. We got fucking coconut pie. Fuck yeah. Mmm. 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 Swaggin' bathroom, you help me out. Charlie, keep a perimeter of the area. You do realize Charlie is like one dude, right? Like, functionally at this point? He can only do so much. It is Pi Day. It is 314! Oh my god! It's like one big walk. Okay, so Charlie... Charlie's got a path. Charlie's got that path that he keeps walking. And you start off with some people what did you say? Al and Faustine are there. And A starts there, and Red North starts there. Okay. So, my question to each of you. What are you using to paint this fence? Look at your code. Make an informed decision, but also make a fast decision. Faustina, don't be starting shit. Can't we have Charlie paint the top? That's a good question. Use a comically large brush. Okay, you're choosing a brush. Okay. What about everyone else? Four-foot brush pole? Okay. Fuck, this pie is good. I fucking love the pie. Oh. Are paint rollers a thing? Yeah. Paint rollers are a thing. The spec even mentions rollers. The Clown Nation attacked and reformed me to what I am. Fuck it, sure. One second, I'm just gonna put a dot here. Okay, y'all use brushes and brush-like things. Understood. Charlie goes up. And slowly, bit by bit, you start making some progress. So, you continue to paint the fence. You're doing a great job. Is that Charlie? Yeah, that's Charlie. Charlie completes his round. Client's a fucking weirdo, am I right? God damn. We're fucking painting! Yeah! Excuse me. To be fair, he can't hear you from where you are. The Clown Nation is very many. They're very real. I keep telling you and you never believed me. I'm going to keep it... I'm not going to give an official answer as to what the fucking, or if Swag is telling the truth or not. Like, if that faction exists. So, as you three being... We're missing a person. Is Blackthorn just, like... Is there an option to put Swag in a timeout? Swag is a seer, but his visions are 50-50 prophetic or nonsense. I will make it clear, the 3rd Battalion does not see the, Oh, Blackthorn and A are with you. Okay, I see. Okay. So. L, Swag, and Faustine. You notice some kids. They come out of the... Oh, whoa, whoa! They don't stretch like that. They come out of the tree line, and they pause and see you. And cautiously, they walk towards you guys. Hey, misters! What you doing? Misters? You got some big helmets, misters. Are your heads as big as your helmets? Hey kids, they look at this man who, on first glance, looked like some sort of soldier, but he clearly has some fucking face paint. I'm painting a fence. I don't know about these two. Yeah, you could say that. Are the sirs the friends of the Lord, eh? He says we can't be loitering here no more. Yeah, like, well, no, they don't say that. But, are you guys? So you're painting a fence, okay? Do you? Can we do some painting too? We brought some paint with us. We could help. Is it white? Some of it. Faustine keeps his helmet on, walks closer, and says, We're painting a fence for an eccentric weirdo who wants us to kill intruders. Bugger off before he sees you and thinks you're to vandalize shit. What? Mister, we're not intruders. We're painter. Well, we could be painters if you want us to help. We could help. What type of paint you got? It's paint. Like from a can. My uncle runs a paint store. And I fucking love paint. Paint is just really cool, you know, like when I was a kid, I found paint on the ground and let's see what they got. Okay, we'll start painting. And they run off towards the middle. Send them over to me. And you do. They run part way and then stop here. They're a decent distance away, but you can see them pulling out cans of paint and starting to get to work. I meant show me the paint. Swag gets up close to them. I'm not gonna change the drawing because I accidentally put them all in the same layer. But Swag comes up close to them. Swag, you notice these kids are just fucking throwing down anything they want. Splashes of paint everywhere. They see you coming. And they kick over their buckets. And they start running. You inspect the damage. They've splashed a bunch of paint all over the fence. They've also thrown some dog shit on it, because they're those types of kids. Who said the kids can paint? Fuck. I hit a kid with a water balloon. You know what? Yeah, that's canon. You fucking whip a water balloon and it knocks one of them in the back of the head as he's running. He's not dead, but he is uncomfortable. The client goes inside his house and comes down the stairs. You guys have a little bit to, before you can get there. Is there anything you'd like to do? Never said they could paint. I wanted them to show me what paint they had. They showed you? I should also make it clear that some of the paint I did explicitly say they spilled some paint on the fucking ground. L starts cleaning what he can. L, you clean up their mess. And he did it without you even telling him. Swaggy uses some water balloons to start cleaning it up. You know, yeah, I'll allow it. You guys are working at... I didn't think that through. We're gonna pretend I... Shit. We're gonna pretend I didn't fuck that up. Someone go paint over that. I knew they were up to something, but it was like, no! Be nice to the kids. They're just kids, Derek. Yep. With your supply of water, you do get a lot of it. I got a comically large brush. I got this. Do you use that? Yes. Okay. So, I don't know why the fuck you would do that. You've used that brush that you have explicitly already used for white paint. Your brush is now very dirty. But on the bright side, you got white paint everywhere. And that's when the client arrives. It auto-supplies with fresh paint. No, the fuck it doesn't. He goes through the gate that I forgot to draw in. He looks at the mess. He sees that you guys have tried to cover it up. Kind of failed to. He writes it down. He shakes his head. And he says to you, you know, I asked for white paint. Additionally, paint should not be spilled on the ground. According to section 17A 6.5.4. This monkey brain brats decide to let 5-year-olds paint. I'm not paying for 5-year-olds to paint. I hired you because I wanted you to do it. I'm so mad I've lost my accent. I told those kids to get lost. Well, I don't see them. So I guess you did. Do better. Also, while I'm here, do any of you guys have families? People you love back home. I've got 2 kids. Lights of my life, I tell you. Haven't spoken to them in a while. They cut off any connection with me. Ah. Are any of you married? Elle starts cleaning harder. Understand, things didn't go well for the last client who threatened us. What the fuck do you mean by that? I don't think I've given you a single threat. Although with how you have fucking mauled my property, I should. I would like to request an apology. Don't mind him. He recently had a girl drop him. I mind. I mind significantly. He looks around. Which of you is in charge? Which of you is in charge? I want this man off of my property immediately. I'm on edge since you insisted we bring along a 12-foot tall biological murder machine. Well, clearly I didn't ask enough, because you allowed some neighborhood children to deface my property. And if a 12-foot tall biological murder machine is not enough, then what am I to do? Get off my land. Is this how you feel when you rant about inspecting and welding gel in the Discord? No, but these are the sort of people I have to deal with in real life. Oh, like how you feel, the way you're feeling now is how I feel when... Yes, that part, yes. Faustine, you have a choice to make. Fawcett, get off his property. Out of character, I'm only cool with doing this because you have a second character, so I, you know, back in character. Also because, holy fuck, that was... Come on, please do it. He rolls his eyes. When I come out here again, that man will not be standing there. That's not a threat. That's a request. I will go. He doesn't respond. Now that he's left, Faustine, do you actually go? Don't make me call Charlie to drag you off. He said he's going. You go sit somewhere off his property. Fuck. Hi, Paige. The client just got mad at one of our dudes. And I immediately retracted it. Ah. Yeah, Streamlabs doesn't understand retractions. Faustine, keep the kids away if you can. Yeah. I'm gonna go a little further away to scout in case there's an actual threat. That is fair. So... Derek Faustine reluctantly goes beyond the property line and watches. I'm so cold. We supplied you with patties. You should be perfectly warm. Charlie comes over and he picks up Faustine's paintbrush. He looks to you. You read his little stone tablet. It says paint. You see him concentrate, and the words slowly shift into, me? So what are we doing? The 3rd Battalion is painting a fence. Everyone on this stream is currently in character. This is... The 3rd Battalion stuff is the only time you're allowed to roleplay on the Regretfully Mine channel in any capacity. Otherwise, it's cringy and fucking dumb. But if you do it like this, it's fine. We're painting a fucking fence. Will you allow Charlie Fulthus to paint? Yes. All right. Charlie grabs a paintbrush and happily runs back to the other side. And he starts painting. He kind of starts awkwardly in the middle. But, you know, he's got the right idea, at least. Pretend this is the same brush as that other one. Okay. As you get this far, you notice rain clouds on the horizon. This is honestly hard work. This is the first time Blackthorn's done manual labor. I know, he helped with the relief effort, but it's less funny to say that. How do I join? You just do. Just fucking say stuff. You don't need to have a character set up or anything. Like, you just do what you like. If there's something you'd like to do, or if I ask a question, then you respond to it. Your answer is just as valuable as anyone else's. So, I give Charlie one of my spares. Alright, and with that, Charlie makes some extra progress. However, you do see rain clouds on the horizon. Does this alarm anyone? Because it should. If we properly proofed it, it should be okay. The paint has to cure. Like it... Can I grab wooden planks to cover the paint? On this 10-foot tall fence? You want to put planks? Get a tarp, cover the fence. Rain will cause problems for the paint curing. Now, I do want to remind you all, we do have only medieval technology here. So, if you can tell me that this isn't me, like, saying, oh, you're dumb. This is me genuinely saying, if you can tell me what sort of material you would have access to that will be waterproof, then I will go with that suggestion. Wojtek, you're not eating my fucking coconut cream pie. I will slam dunk you. Tarp is cloth. Letter tarps. Well, like paper? Leather. Oh! Cloth with beeswax. You know what? Yeah! And leather. That would be so... I'm gonna go with the cloth with beeswax, because first off, I think that's cool, and second, that would be so fucking heavy. Get some rope and beams. Leather's more thick. Cloth one's cool. So Paige gets some proper rope in that to help you guys pull it over. And you successfully tarp over your paint. You will have to do some touch-ups on the top, but you figure that's small price to pay. Yeah, Charlie is instrumental in getting the tarps over. In fact, the leather tarps that were nearby as well, Charlie was the only one able to fully lift them over. But he did, so it's all good. The next thing that happens is the wind starts to pick up. Do you do anything differently? I'm just gonna scroll through the code. It's as secured as can be, right? How do you secure it? That's a genuine question. If you have a good answer, then I will take it. And there are good answers for it. Slant the tarp so the wind can't pick it up easily. Alright. Tie ropes on the tarp, put metal spikes in the ground. Make them like a tent. Stake tarps in the ground. Alright! You fashion them into a sort of tent, pretty much. And it works pretty well. I say this because I have experience in this, and that's kind of what we fucking did. Well, it gets to about noon. It's been raining for an hour or two. Things suck. Faustine has occasionally come back to check if the owner's still mad, to which everyone replies yes, and he slinks back off into the woods. Weather's brutal. The owner, putting on a huge raincoat, comes out, and he's mad. He goes, I'm paying you how much? Why are you just standing there? What's wrong with you? I wanted this done soon. You're not using your head, are you? Oh. It's raining. Yes, and I'm waiting. We could keep saying other things that are painfully obvious. Oh, you're standing around. Oh, you're doing nothing. This is a fun game. I should do this more. You should have paid attention to the weather, sir. Excuse me? One more thing like that, and I'll have you kicked to the curb like your friend there. I expect better. So I assume that the work I have generously offered your company will not be done today. Sir, I like your style. From you, that's an insult. Holy fuck. I apologize, Swag, out of character. Back in character. When we're sure the storm passes, we'll finish. According to the code, water and paint are not to mix. Okay. Sir, we're doing everything we can do. So you're telling me that the defenders of Eship can't paint a fucking fence? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, your contract says 8 hours a day. Make the remaining 4 count. And he heads back into his house and back up onto the balcony, pulls out his telescope again, and looks at you still. There are 4 hours left of the day. Is there anything that you would like to do? Currently, you are completely correct. According to the code, the fucking paint does not cure. Why did we agree again? Because it sounded like an easy job. Not gonna lose it. Not gonna lose my mind. Man, they never liked me. Charlie comes over, noticing how distressed everyone is. And he twirls like a ballerina. Then salutes you. Then walks back. I paint the rest of the fence. Do you? It's up to you all what you do. Remember that you have more than one day to do this. But the client is fairly unhappy that you're taking more than a day. I think my character's named Cricket. That's actually... I like that. I fucking like that. Fuck yeah. Get someone under the tarp, provide there's enough room. Okay. And actually, saying that it's been a while and it's been raining for a while, I think... Yeah, you'd be able to move the tarps by now, I think. Yeah, so... So, I'll turn the opacity down on this. Oh, nope, that's the wrong color. You tarp up the remaining section of it. The wood, unfortunately, is still wet. Is there any way that you dry the wood out? It doesn't seem to be soaked or anything, but Definitely has a little bit of moisture in it. He won't be pleased even if we do it in a day. Client's a prick. I grab a rag and dry it. Excellent. Anyone else? I'm gonna reread some of the code out loud. This is not me saying any specific things. This is just me saying it out loud. All structures shall be painted fully and completely, except in the case of structures entirely coated in beeswax. Any and all external structures should be coated in a variation of blue. All paint shall be water, shell, or berry-based. All paint must have at least 2 layers. A primer and a top coat must be present in the final product. What are we going to do at this rate? He's going to blow a fuse. If insects are present in an area, not counting cricket here, measures must be taken to prevent them from touching paint. Pesticides or flames should be used to discourage insects. No brush hairs should be left on the final product. Paint shall not be consumed as a beverage. When needed, horse-based glue may be added to paint to assist in application. Paint shall be at a minimum thickness of 1 mil. Graffiti shall not be allowed on paint. Artwork shall be allowed on paint. I know you have a thing about magic, but can I use hot air? No, because I have a thing about magic. Paint should not be applied using rollers. I will heat up a shovel and use it to evaporate any moisture in the wood. Okay. I mean, saying no fire shall be used during the application of paint. You're not applying the fire to it. So, you know what? That works. I'm good with that. You start up a little fire to the side here. Light it up. And you have a hot shovel that you go and you're pressing up against the, excuse me. Against the different things. Horse glue produces heat when curing. Does it actually? I added that in as a joke. Does it actually do that? Hold on, I gotta fucking Google that. From everything I'm seeing, no, it needs it. Yeah, the glue needs a lot of heat. I think you got her backwards. So, Red North begins wiping down the surface, while which of the characters? Alex decides to attempt to press hot metal up against it and get it to forcibly evaporate some of the wood. And together, you begin to paint. It's not the prettiest application at the time, but I'll act like I'm painting to make it seem like we're working. They are working! You guys follow suit, and you do all make some progress on it. Eventually, the rain stops. It's now just a cloudy day. What do you do? If anything. You've got about an hour left of the day. One second. Start some smoke to repel mosquitoes. Okay. Where do you start the fires for the smoke? Like, let's hope we can continue without him coming back. I'm worried Red North might punt him. I'm asking. I like the idea of the smoke repelling mosquitoes. I just need to know where you start the fires to, you know, make the smoke. Just so I know where to put them. The owner comes outside. And he takes a look. He smiles. He goes up to Red North. Places smoking embers a little distance from around the wall. I don't make fires, just embers. You have just saved yourself, because I was about to nail your ass for that. Valid, swag. Well played. That'll work. So the client goes up to you, Red North. He touches the paint, and he notices that the paint is dry. He smiles at you. He nods. He gives you a thumbs up. He says, "See you tomorrow." And he walks back into his house. He does not go to his balcony. Well, fellas, home time. You pack up your things, Do you leave the tarps on, or do you take them off? Hi, Wojtek. Would the paint be damaged if we leave them on? No. Then yeah, you do leave them on. Okay. So, the next day. Excuse me. Wojtek, stop sitting on my fucking plate. So, the next day starts, and the owner has, at Red North's request, decided to stop giving Faustine shit. Hi, Wojtek. Yes, I'm aware you exist. Charlie starts working on the top parts. He's pretty efficient. You guys arrive, and the owner comes out to greet you. Says, "Hey, boys. How are we doing? Do you think you'll be done today? I sure would like to have my yard back to me." Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, crazy weather we had. Give or take. What? Okay. Well, this guy's crazy. He glares at you. It's like, do you want to be permanently banned from the premises? That's what I thought. If all things go as planned, it should be. He laughs a little. And he goes, Good. I meant someone else. Oh, okay. He goes back inside. And immediately goes up and starts watching you guys. You guys remove the tarps. And continue painting. Until the whole fence is covered in one coat of white paint. It's not even lunchtime. What do you guys do now? You got a full coat. It's a big fence. Only took you a day and a half. Not even a day and a half. That's solid. Try to get the second coat on before the end of the day. I'm going to be completely honest. I was phrasing it like that, hoping that you would forget, and then I'd be able to nail you on the fucking, you only gave one coat. You think if we throw a bucket hard enough, we can headshot the owner? I'm going to represent the second coat in... Actually... I'll represent the first coat in gray. Charlie begins his work. You have to realize, well, this is what clients will do to you if you're not careful, and if they're slimy pieces of shit. They'll try to rush you through everything and intentionally make you skip parts. And then once you've fucked it up, they'll call you out on that, and they'll have every precedent to not pay you. Or at least not pay you the amount you were promised. Now, midway through, you notice some kids. They're just in the bush. But they're watching. Charlie also notices them. You can signal to Charlie to do something. It has to be a simple command, but you can tell him to do something. I tell Fulthus to distract them. Go stand near them and stare. Charlie walks up, doing his best impression of one of the more mindless negotiators back at Larisar. He walks in between them and the fence, and his head slowly turns. For anyone unfamiliar, should I bring up a picture of Charlie Fulthus? So, oops. That is good old Charlie Fulthus. Now, he's currently covered in a bit more formal armor, but some of it is still kit bashed. The Fulthus emote available to members shows that cutie. The kids kind of stare in abject horror at what they're witnessing. And so the rest of you utilize the opportunity to get closer. The kids go, "What the fuck is that thing? Misters! Misters! I know I know we played a little prank. I'm sorry, but I think that's a monster. He's your pal? Does he have, like, jaundice or something? He's our guard dog. Ain't he cute? No. No. He looks fucked up. That's our business associate. He's here to help us. This is Charlie. He's with us. Oh, he's named Charlie? No, but you certainly have jaundice. Just because I made their fucking sprites a certain color. Sir, you're kind of mean. I'm gonna tell my mom. When my mom finds out that you guys are around here causing trouble, my mom's gonna be really mad at you. Like, my mom will have you sent to jail. Is your mother single? Well, yeah, she... kind of. Dad says it's complicated. Try something like that again. My friend here will get very, very angry. You don't want him to get angry. Do you want more details? No. I'm gonna tell your mom tonight. What? Don't be rude to someone who did nothing. Can I throw paint on them? I have a client who's really excited for mothers like yours. I'm not a client. I'm technically your boss currently. Like, wait, I can... You mean like Dad'll come home? Aw, mister, I'm so sorry. I thought you were, like, gay or something, but you seem to be pretty cool. Out of character, I can say that. I like men. Back in character. If you want it to get more complicated, I suggest you run along. Can I hit them with the balloon as they start walking away? They start walking away. And Swag decides to throw a fucking water balloon at the children. The one kid starts to cry. Another kid throws a rock back at you. It donks off your helmet. They start running. The client, seeing those kids escape into the forest, rushes down. And he's panicking. It's like, what did they do? What did they do this time? Where's the damage? What did they spill? What happened? Where is it? You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. That is funny. We scared them off. Oh. I mean, you could solve the problem by killing them, but I guess that... Don't come back or we'll tell your mothers, you little roaches. There's no damage. We had our business partner deal with them. He looks at Charlie. He flips him a coin that Charlie does not notice and it donks off his helmet and falls into the mud. Charlie looks down at it, and then he looks at you. His stone tablet now reads the word help. He looks down at the coin. He looks back at you. He shrugs. He makes a weak little gesture with his hand at, like, reaching for the coin, and then gives up. Sir, I suggest you don't mess with him. I was tipping the good man, thank you. I yoink it. I'm gonna veto that swag because that will just straight up get Charlie to smash your fucking head in right now. I yoink it? Wait, and give it to him properly. What? Okay, so I misinterpreted that very badly. Typically, when you yoink something from someone, you're like stealing it from them. Oh, fuck, I apologize. All good, Meg. I think we're going to wrap up soon anyway. You've been here for the bulk of it, so no worries. The rest of the painting for the morning goes pretty well. Hope you like it, big guy. He proudly puts it into a little pouch on his waist. As he turns, you hear the pouch jingle. There's a lot of pocket change in there. Like a shit ton of pocket change. His waist pouch is made from a small backpack. Don't worry, buddy. People just don't get you like we do. Charlie looks at you and gives you a thumbs up. Slowly, the words on his tablet change. And you see the letters one by one. C-O-I-N. It consists mostly of Chinese. I'm going to assume that's autocorrect. Shiny. Shiny and other shiny things? What? Regardless, I know you didn't mean to put... It contains... That's right, Fulthus. And you continue to paint away. Finally, those kids come back. And they've got buckets of paint. As they see you, they wave and they stop. Coins and other shiny things. I see. Hey kids, want that scary monster to come back? The one kid who's been doing all the talking, because I haven't bothered to do multiple kid voices, says to you, we told their moms, and there was, well, I was gonna tell my mom, but then a guy wearing armor a little like yours, he had a weird face. He walked out of my house, and my mom, she just seemed to be in a good mood. And we told her that we were, like, we told her we saw some scary guys. And she asked what they looked like. We told them about you. And she said that we shouldn't be mean. So we brought you some paint to say we're sorry. Look like a shark by chance? Yeah. Little bit. Yeah. We're really sorry. We brought buckets of paint. It's white paint. So, are you guys, are you still mad? Is it actually white paint? Excuse me. You look on it, you see the label, and it says alkyd-based white paint. You open the lid. It's white paint. Because of course you did that. Thank you for the supplies. Weren't mad at you. Just don't do anything like that again. Okay. Can we, Can we play tag with your business associate? He's currently busy, but after, yes. You look at Charlie's stone tablet. It forms the word please. Verify the paint is correct and matches with the rules and guidelines, guys. I'm at the store. What did I miss? The kids came back with some alkyd-based white paint. They went to say sorry. And now they go with Charlie to hang out and play tag in the woods for a bit. So, what do? Let's finish this fence. All right. Do you use the paint the kids brought to seal that friendship in. To really make that apology official. I test out the paint the kids brought on a tiny... Oh, wait, Once they're out of earshot, A pulls north aside. It's the wrong kind of paint. It's not up to code. Reference the section of code if that's such a fact. For example, if the issue was that it should not contain egg yolks, then 17 alpha 0.6.4.4. The rest of you continue painting with the paint that you've brought. Oh, whoops, that's the kids' layer. No, we want us. Give me a sec. All good, all good. That's the us layer. Is this even safe? Because I don't want to repaint this after today. Just tell the kids we use their paint. What do you do with the paint that you currently have? Like, the paint they gave you. I'm gonna use that later? Okay. Nothing wrong with bringing it home. We keep it for later. Okay. Clients don't need to know we got paint from kids. Well, you didn't use the paint from the kids, so... But yeah, I guess, yeah, I know what you mean. Never mind. Meg is gonna grab the code. If any of you guys know the section of code, please put it in chat. I'm actually very fucking proud of Meg. Pour the paint into an empty bucket. Make it convincing we used it. Just like the empty vodka bottle, it'll have a use later. I'm in the store trying to buy pie while cross-referencing the code. Okay, you eat your... Get your pie, someone else look in the fucking code. Find the thing that tells us we can't use that alkyd-based paint. Meaning oil-based paint. One of you. You've all got access to it if you have the Discord or a membership. If you have neither, suffer. Because that's what people have to do in real life, unfortunately. If you do not have access to an organization that has the code... Yes! You are correct, Meg! You are fucking correct! Under section 17 alpha 613, all paint shall be water, shell, or berry-based. White oil paint has eggshell back in the day. You could actually argue that then. Genuinely. That's actually a very good fucking idea. I didn't even think of that, but you're completely fucking right. So realistically, if you use that, you could... No longer does, so it lasts longer. But yeah. You better get the biggest pie for this. Well, don't... Meg, you did well. Buy an expensive thing. Meg, you better get some delicious but budget-conscious pie. So, not only did Meg save you guys from a potential violation, but Swag has kind of proven, like, this is, on my part, I didn't realize it would have contained eggshell. But yeah, that means that it would have still been compliant, most likely. Fuck, that's cool! That's why I mentioned it at the start. Oh! That makes... I also typed it. Streamlabs didn't show it. Oh, it probably thought it was a fucking link. That's why. Fair enough. That's okay. I'll do dashes next time. I just wanted the others to say it properly. Oh. And with that, the fence is painted. The owner steps out. He looks around. It never specified how much shell counts, though. Yep. So, the client looks at you and he says, let's review. So, all structures shall be painted fully and completely. I'd say you did that. Good job. Every external structure should be coated in a variation of blue. It says should. That means it's a recommendation, not a requirement. All paint shall be water, shell, or berry-based. I did not put seashell like I intended. I just put shell. Which means, under law, Swag is 100% fucking right in that. Like, they would have to let that fucking slide and amend the code afterwards. All paint must have at least 2 layers. A primer and a top coat must be present in the final product. You did it. If insects are present in an area, measures must be taken to prevent them from touching paint. I was going to have it so that after the fucking rain, the bugs come out bad. Apparently, Swag was thinking of that because he fucking did the smoke trick. And we'll get to why he was that smart about it as well afterwards. Pesticides or flame should be used to discourage insects. I put this in believing that you guys would be like, oh, flame, okay, yeah, we'll just light some fires right up next to it. Which I thought was what Swag was going to do. But he didn't. Because he fucking specified that no fire shall be used during the application of paint. He does not put an open flame near it. He brings the smoldering embers to have some smoke coming up. I find that fucking cool. No brush hairs should be left on the final product. I live in Argentina. Them fuckers pop out of nowhere. That's valid. I live by a pond. So yeah. No brush hairs. I can't really stop that. But we're going to assume you guys did well. Paint shall not be consumed as a beverage. Despite our best efforts, we did not drink any paint. When needed, horse-based glue may be added to paint to assist in application. I put that in because I thought it would be funny, and I thought I would have something if you guys failed to dry the wood. Then I would say, hey, you can use some horse glue. I didn't think to myself, hey, you actually have to heat that shit up and make it work. But Swag is right. In certain mixtures, different emulsions can, like, something that would normally be a complete solid can be liquid. In fact, actually, that's how a lot of coating is. It's a solid dissolved in a liquid, and then as that liquid evaporates, that solid is left behind. That's your fucking paint. So realistically, yeah, paint shall be at a minimum thickness of 1 mil, because the spec should tell you the thickness. Graffiti shall not be allowed on paint. If you guys were friendly enough with the kids, and Fallstein didn't seem like he was going to murder them, then they would have actually helped a little, and then you'd see, like, little smiley faces and stuff. But, hey, you had the little oopsie. Bugs love the smell of paint and wood stain. Oh my god, yes. Artwork shall be allowed on paint. This was going to be a get out of jail free, sort of. Like, the client would be able to trump it by saying, you know, I specifically ordered a fucking white fence, and you're giving me one with multiple colors on it. Paint should not be applied using rollers. Recommendation: paint may be applied with fingers. I was really hoping that... I keep forgetting that a lot of my viewers actually have worked in similar industries to me. Or at the very least, read a contract before. Because I was really hoping someone would see paint may be applied with fingers and should not be applied using rollers. So I was thinking someone would go, yeah, let's finger paint. Paint should not be applied by splashing it directly with a bucket. The client gives you a strike for this, because the kids did splash it directly with a bucket. You guys didn't do it, but it's something that happened technically under your watch, so they blame you. A teammate is a brush. I was gonna make Fulthus finger paint. He'd be so fucking down for that. But then, if you did that, I also had a plan for Fulthus to start eating the paint. Or tasting it. So it's a good thing you didn't. Paint shall not contain egg yolks. Paint should not be spilled on ground. The client has dinged you for that because the kids spilled it on the ground. Excess product and waste product shall be disposed of in a river. Client has dinged you for that because the waste product, we didn't explicitly say where we're disposing it, and it seemed more like we just covered it up. You're supposed to put the toxic chemicals into the river as per the code. No fire shall be used during the application of paint. No fire was used. No food shall be stored near paint. Nope. Dry paint may be licked to wet it. I was really hoping someone would not know what may means, and they would lick the paint. Paint drips over 1 inch shall be removed and repainted. whatever. No paint applicator shall be married. That was the whole purpose of the client coming out to say, do you have any family? Paint applicators should be above the age of 16. Nobody called that out, but again, it is a should. Paint applicators should have a certificate from a reputable organization. Just a random fucking certificate. It does not specify what type of certificate. Now, granted, any real court would be like, well, it should be a fucking relevant certificate. But if this came up, I would straight up say, like, if your guy has first aid, it counts. You're good. Paint shall be allowed 2 hours to cure. Paint shall not touch water during curing time. There were 3 minor violations, none of which were directly or I guess technically the excess thing not being disposed of in a biologically awful thing. The third had a previous client who did a lot of biological dog shit. We don't do that. Yeah. Bottom line, fucking excellent work. You guys blew my expectations out of the water. I expected that to be a lot rockier. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Okay, I need to stop repeating this song. All right. Whew. Oh, yeah. You return back to camp. Ledger greets you. He doesn't seem very thrilled. And as you guys are entering, he stops Swag at the door, pulls him aside. Don't throw things at children. But the client didn't... not client. The family did not mention that. The child did under interview afterwards, but Ledger turns to red, glares. I'll get to that. Also, last I checked, we were there for muscle. I don't mean to make every NPC hate Swag. It's not my intent. Clown activities won't happen again. His frown loosens into a bit of a smile. He's like, but you nailed him in, like, the back of the head, didn't you? This is a good throw, wasn't it? Twice? Like, fuck yeah. But we definitely can't, you know, do that. I'm just glad you didn't throw a rock. Sure it is. Honk honk. He shakes his head. At least I didn't hear about the bucket. So he sits you down and he's like, so, client figured that after you guys left, the family of them of those neighborhood kids came by and spoke with them. And assuming the little fuckers aren't lying through their teeth, which they often do, but assuming they didn't, I guess their positive experience with Fulthus has kind of steered them away from that. They claim that they don't have any intention of causing further damage. Whether they actually do it or not remains to be seen, but you're good to them. Mostly. He winks at Swag. Now, I will say that I don't know if our reputation should be one of us, you know, threatening children or threatening clients. He glares at Faustine. But at the very least, I thought he was threatening us. He brought up families. Okay. Wasn't your call to make. We're going to deal with less and less friendly people as we go on. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about morality when I'm about to ask something significantly worse of all of you. Give me appendage, big guy. Oh my god. But I have a lead on who may have set us up. Or rather, set me up with you as collateral damage. I don't know if he holds something against you all. And I don't know for sure if it's him. John Rowett. He's the High Field Commander. A step, or rather, I guess now, 2 steps above me. Or as I've kind of called him, Cellar. Long story short, he chased down a client who had personally wronged him, cornered him in his cellar, and had us flood it with water. And as we went down, or rather, I went down to check it, I didn't just find the client in there. I got into a scuffle with the fucker. More than a scuffle. Wanted me to keep quiet, and, well, I didn't. So, What does this mean for us? Sounds like we're in danger. I think we can agree that whatever the fuck we dealt with at Eship for the siege of it, we weren't supposed to fucking make it. At least not without sacrifice. If you recall, the mysterious crates that they provided us with was just the tools required to make several more negotiators. And with the rule being the rule being instated recently that only people of officer and above rank can become negotiator corps, that would mean that one of us would need to take the hit. I had prepared for that. Had my own armor engraved for it and everything. Almost mad we made it out of it alive. But no, what it means for us, for you, is that if I'm right, then I am going to fucking kill him. I gave you all the option before. I'm gonna give you the option again. Anyone who wants to take leave can. Is that even possible? I've got a plan. I always do. What's going on? You know that section of the book where Ledger's like, hey, John Rowett, Seller, is the one who fucking did it? Well, he's telling you that now. I'll lead if no one else will. Fuck that. I intend to lead this. I've got a backup plan. Not one I'd like to use, but... Blackthorn, J. Blackthorn has J's on his feet. So. I'm with you too. What did I miss exactly? Ledger brought everyone into a tent, told them not to threaten children, and now he's like, hey, Cellar trapped a bunch of people in a cellar, and they all died. I told on him, and he lost a lot of clout for it. Not abandoning my team. What you need of me, it's done. The offer still stands. All I ask is that, you know, if you do drop out, you shut the fuck up about it. I might do some things you don't like. I might make some sacrifices you don't agree with. I might make some mistakes. But it is in the service of fucking killing him. Or at the very least, getting even. Trying to plan our next move. What I need right now is fucking help. And I don't just mean from you. We need to build relations. We need to do shit right. That client today has some sizable shares in a couple rare mineral mines, which I may have leached off of in a bit of a backdoor deal with him. Auburn seems to not hate our guts, and we're going to continue to strengthen that. I intend to do what needs to be done. Dismissed. And scene. I definitely could have done better with the dialogue at the end there, but the 3rd Battalion has painted a fucking fence. Who knew painting a fence was that hard? The dialogue was good, though. It was a bit stilted, and it didn't get to the point in the way I wanted it to. And saying everything I do will be in the service of fucking killing him. I was supposed to say in the service of getting even. But well. I also wanted to hit the guy with a bucket. I like that. Apparently, Commander Peddles got some. I was not expecting to lead everyone this time. Yeah, I just fucking... My initial plan was to pop through everyone and give them each a dilemma to solve individually. And then I realized that if anyone has to go at any point, then they've just wasted their fucking time, or I'll be waiting for a long time and not realizing. So I figured the communal effort would have been better, which I think worked out. If I animate that, my mom's just going to use vanilla as a placeholder. Or the mom is just going to use vanilla. Oh. Ah, who am I kidding? Fan animations are fucking awesome. Yeah. I spent so fucking long on this. You have no idea. Despite it being 2 fucking pages, the amount of fucking research I did, it should not have, I should not have put in that much, because at the end of the day, this is a pretty fucking simple excerpt of a spec. Well, they've put in charge more often. It's intoxicating. Yeah, I love world building with feelies. Hee. But yeah, should have been making a boat. Oh my god. If I knew anything about art of me and my boy Charlie hanging out, I'll send you the art of him. Just so you you have a good reference. Utah Raptors. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. If I knew anything about boats, I 100% would have done that. But yeah, the thing you dealt with that client, I always imagine him to be more lanky. Like, physically, like, if we're going by regular physics and all that, he really should be, but I'm gonna say that Charlie's a thick boy, and that the negotiation process, as I'm calling it now, also causes the flesh to swell up and that. So, I thought we were gonna get ambushed by steel masks. Yeah. Excuse me. I do like how you guys pivoted from initially being like, hey, we are like, this is 100% a fucking trap, to god damn it, this paint is gonna get rained on. I'm fucking losing it. It's biting me. Get this mutated turkey off me. Yeah, what you dealt with the with the client is, it's a caricature, of course, but it does reference, not reference, it does represent some of the clients I've had to work for before. And some of the specs that I've had to work around before. Like, that fucking bug thing. Now, it wasn't specifically bugs, but it was like, yeah, you should use a fucking propane torch for, a liquid propane torch for heating. And specifically said should. And then later on in the spec, in a completely separate section, it said that liquid propane torches shall not be used. Only gas propane torches, maybe, or vapor, or whatever the fuck it's called. And they held me to that. They held our guys to that. So, like, even though the spec said, hey, you can use these, a later revision to the spec failed to address that part and was just like, yeah, we can't use propane torches, or liquid propane. And we got fucked on that. If the client kept ticking red north out, I would have lashed out at everyone. A Utah raptor is as big as a horse. Jesus. It's a big mutated turkey. Yeah, no, you guys did fucking excellent. And another thing, like I've literally had the client come out. Well, actually, fuck that thought. You guys did not fall for the fucking blue at all. Like, I was fucking certain it was going to start off and immediately someone would be like, wait, the fence has to be blue. He's gonna dock us pay because it's fucking blue. Or because it's white. And it needs to be blue. But no, nobody fell for that. I almost did. Yeah. And a lot of this is something that I fucking run into. That should and shall. That will fucking burn you. Had A heat up the shovel. They have the fire with the same ability they use for cooking. I'm gonna... I try to push that to the side. That's more flavor for you rather than something I'm going to work into what you have available to you. Because in my head, don't give a power you can't take away. Realistically, it serves the same purpose as a flint stick. So, if you guys would have access to a flint stick, then should be good. When you said white paint, I thought to myself, it says for it to be blue. Yeah. Excuse me. But no. You guys did fucking great. I'm genuinely proud. Yeah. No, I'm fucking proud. Could have added a tiny bit of blue at the end and it would have looked white. That is true. That is very true. Also, if you think this was awkward to look through, just remember. Actually, I think I can ask. We'll go with what the fucking AI says, because I don't need an exact number. How many pages is ASME B31.3 process piping, the code that I'm certified in? It is approximately 594 pages long. And I promise you, the font's smaller than that. A lot smaller than that. Now, as an inspector, you do not memorize all that shit. Like, relying on your fucking memory it's not the worst thing you can do, but realistically, the ability to find information is generally more useful than knowing the information fully offhand. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking great to be able to quote code off the bat, like stuff that's relevant, because first off, that makes you look smart as fuck, and second, it genuinely does help. But if you have a copy of the fucking code and you look in it, is that... I don't think I'm allowed to click on that. I think that's a fucking pirated copy. That's not good. If that actually is. I'm not gonna click it. It might just be that. Oh, product details. Never mind. It's to sell it. We're good. We're good. I was about to say, like, Google, did you just fuck me over? We're good. We're good. Thankfully. But yeah. Because if you think for a second that I can tell you everything in B31.3 out of memory, no. But if I have the document or the book with me and you want some information, I can find that. I can look at what's in it. I can interpret what's in it. And I can tell you what's in it. Now, typically, real codes are a lot better structured and easy to navigate. Like, you know, you'll have the fucking index at the start or appendix or whatever. And if it's a digital copy, they'll even have it you can click and it'll take you to that section instead of needing to scroll down 200 pages. Like it is nice. And then yeah. And then maybe 6.1 will be for, you know, how much needs to be done. 6.2 would be, oh, these are things that can damage it. 6.3 is just graffiti and artwork. 6.4 is application. 6.5 is qualifications. Like, it would be stuff like that. And that is a massive part of what it is or what it's like to be an inspector. The other half is doing the actual fucking work, and half of that is inspecting the welds. The other half of that is being able to do the paperwork of it. Excuse me. It'd be funny if you did meet someone who did memorize most of the book. There are some people on this planet who probably have, which scares me. But yeah, like fuck. Fuck, I'm proud of you guys. Lawyers. Yep. You have to think like a lawyer, apparently. Let's see if I can do that thingy again. Nope. Anyways, I'm Peddles of Regretfully Mine. Thank you for fucking joining me. I genuinely hope you learned something here. Like, subscribe, and do all the other shit. You know how it goes. Fuck yeah! I'm gonna go to bed now. Because I still have work tomorrow. Still proud how that animation I made turned out. Oh yeah! I forget, did I show that on stream? Let me just... Suggestion for merch. Okay. Say it.
Give me your copper. No. Give me your copper. No. Give me your copper!
The way he shakes him is just so fucking violent. Like... And I do sound like fucking Arthur Morgan at the end there a little. It's not fully, but...
Give me your copper. No. Give me your copper. No. Give me your copper!
And yes, he did do a version that you can loop.
Give me your copper. No. Give me your copper. No. Give me your copper! Give me your copper. No. Give me your copper. No. Give me your copper! Give me your copper.
This is so fucked.
Give me your copper. No. Give me your copper! Give me
He's shaking around. And
Give
he's
me
fucking...
your copper. No. Give me your copper! Give...
Like, it's genuinely disturbing when he starts doing that. But it's so fucking funny. Third Battalion Battle Pack of Figures using a modified Dummy 13, or Titan 13 for Charlie. 80s toy commercial style advertisement animated by Swag. Holy fuck. I do need to get the fucking design of the armor finished. Right now, it is canon now that the 3rd Battalion is utilizing leg wraps, basically puttees. These little things. Specifically blue puttees, in reference to the Newfoundland 1st Regiment. Excuse me. I wanted to make you being shaken violently. That's... If that sentence came from anyone else, I would be disturbed, but as it stands, fuck yeah. I'm glad you did. A dead characters pack. Glow-in-the-dark variants for M. Ral and the dead villains. Yeah. I need to make more named villains for us to fight, because I don't just want a villain of the week thing, although that's definitely going to happen at some point. Like, sometimes people show up and then they die. that's how fighting works sometimes. Two recruiting sergeants came to the CLB for the sons of the merchants to join the Blue Petits. So all hands enlisted 500 young men. Enlist you Newfoundlanders and come follow me. They crossed the broad Atlantic in the brave Florizel, and on the sands of Suvla they entered into hell. And on those bloody beaches the first of them fell. Enlist you Newfoundlanders and come follow me. So it's over the mountains and over the seas. Come brave Newfoundlanders and join the Blue Petits. You'll find the hunted Flanders and at Gallipoli. Enlist you Newfoundlanders and come follow me. The call came from London for the last July drive. To the trenches with the regiment, prepare yourselves to die. The roll call next morning, just a handful survived. Enlist you Newfoundlanders and come follow me. So it's over the mountains and over the seas. Come brave Newfoundlanders and join the Blue Petits. You'll fight the Hun in Flanders and at Gallipoli. Enlist you Newfoundlanders and come follow me. The stone men on Water Street still cry for the day when the pride of their city went marching away. 1,000 men slaughtered, and here the king would say, enlist you Newfoundlanders and come follow me. So it's over the mountains and over the seas. Come brave Newfoundlanders and join the Blue Petits. You'll find the hunted Flanders and at Gallipoli. Enlist you Newfoundlanders and come follow me. So it's over the mountains and over the sea. Come brave Newfoundlanders and join the Blue Petits. You'll find the hunted Flanders and at Gallipoli. Enlist you Newfoundlanders and come follow me. So it's over the mountains and over the sea. Come brave Newfoundlanders and join the Blue Petits. You'll find the hunted Flanders and at Gallipoli. Enlist you Newfoundlanders and come follow me. Yeah. Anyways, I'm fucking tired. Yeah, no. Sorry I missed your last message. I'm finishing and sending your piece tomorrow fully. Gonna send you a sketch of it tonight. We'll fucking see. What is the kindest way that I can tell someone I don't fucking believe you? Without making it clear that I don't actually care about the product anymore. Because the art's supposed to be the shark getting stepped on, but it's taken 3 fucking years and I've had time to get actually stepped on. So, like, fucking whatever at this point. I don't know, man. Like, all right. All right, I need to end stream. I'm gonna get some more fucking coconut cream pie. That's not an innuendo. See you guys. Oh wait, I gotta do the thing. This one. No. It's whatever. We'll figure it out. Night, guys.